coming down the hill. There's 5 types of mobs. Priority number 1 is shamans, because I always mispronounce that. Shamans, whatever. Those need to die quickly because they do all kinds of nasty little healing abilities, which we need to mitigate. Second priority is going to be bone crushers. Third priority is going to be flag bearers. Those are the guys that drop the battle standards. Fourth is grunts. They're weak little orcs. Don't have to worry about them too much. And last are going to be archers, which will normally be standing in the back shooting flame arrows at people. Get out of the flame stuff that they shoot. DBM will yell at you. Alright, now top priority above all of those is when a battle standard drops. Doesn't have much health, turn to it, kill it quick, make it go away, get back to the shaman, get back to the bone crusher, get back to the flag bearer. Managing these mobs is key to the fight. Now after a certain amount of okay, any questions on that before I move on? Alright. After a certain period of time, a demolisher will appear. We need to DPS that demolisher down quickly because that frees the tower group to go in. It's going to be left tower first as we're facing towards Galacris up there. So left tower first. When I go in, whoever's with me, I'm going to be DPSing. We're going to DPS the mobs at the bottom of the stairs. Clean those up. And we'll run up to the top of the tower. Now this is very, very important, and some of us were dealing with this last week. The boss at the top, who we're going to DPS first, does an ability which I cannot control. I cannot face him a certain way that will knock you off the edge of the tower if you're caught in it. It's a conal kind of thing. You'll see some dust on the ground start forming, and if you get caught in that cone, you're going to get blasted off the tower. I'll look for the specific ability name here.
The fart.
That would be funny, but no. Arcing Smash is what it's called on the left tower. Arcing Smash. Get out of it. And then basically, seems like by the time we got cleared with the first tower, the other demolisher was already up. Oh, I'm going to need a DPS to stay up there and clear birds before they come down.
I got it.
You got it, Zeus? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
cool.
think you should be used to clearing birds.
It's nicer having Cricket down here because she can grab mobs and actually, you know, misdirect and all that stuff from ranged. Because we're gonna, you remember what the cluster was like down here.
That's true.
I think it's
All right.
gonna help.
So just to finish up real quick, by the time we're done with the first tower, it seemed like the second demolisher was up, so we'll clear that, and tower group will basically have to be ready to go again pretty quick. Zeiss might still be clearing up. Zeus might still be clearing up some stuff up there, but he can join us pretty quick as we're managing the mobs at the bottom of the second tower. And then same thing, we get to the top. It's a different. It's a slightly different ability. You get. You still get knocked off though. He'll turn and fire a volley of arrows at you, and if you get caught in it, you get blasted off. Again, nothing that the tank can do about that. It just targets random people and turns towards them. Okay. Should I even
you go?
explain? Sorry, go ahead.
Who is staying at the top of the left tower? Left and right tower.
Who is that?
Zeus is gonna clear the birds, and then hop down and go to the other tower.
Yeah, and then we will, when we get to boss time, we will need, I think, how did we have it? Zeus go back to first tower, and then one of the other DPS, which will be Clink, stay in the second tower, and you guys will have to shoot Galacris at the same time to drag him down.
Yep.
Okay, sound like a plan?
Copy. Do you want us to come out of the tower after he's on the ground, or just keep hitting him?
No, you'll come out of the tower and join the party.
Ooh, I like parties.
All right. So, just thinking here. So what happens when Galacrus lands? He doesn't have too many abilities. Jay and I just need to face him away from the raid. Jay, I can't remember if there's something we taunt off of. I don't think there is, but...
That was awesome.
That's an add-on. Alright. So the main ability we have to worry about with Galacrus is... Here, let me put a flag up. This will be for boss time. And I'm kind of making a guess here. It's going to be... We can group maybe around here or something like that. Now what's going to happen is the raid's going to be grouped up here. And somebody will get targeted with a laser beam, and an orb will start to come out of the boss. If you are targeted by that, you run to the back, because the orb has to pass through some people to lose some of its mojo before it hits you. If that doesn't happen, you're going to get pretty much owned in one shot. And then after you get hit, after passing through people and you get hit, you come back up here and you rejoin your fellow raid members and rinse and repeat. And this can affect melee, is my understanding. So keep that in mind, melee. That's if we get that far. With only 2 healers down here, I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be rough, because there's a lot of damage going on. A lot. That's all I got. Fen, are you comfortable calling that stuff out based on that?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to call stuff out down at the bottom. I mean, in the tower group, so you don't have to worry about that, obviously.
Right.
But that's where I
be
can't
calling
call stuff out.
Like banner or...
Yeah, that's basically about it. And too many
Shaman.
bosses. Yeah, too many bosses too come through. The mini bosses haven't seemed to be a huge problem. Most people are pretty good about burning them down.
And don't we want... Doesn't Jaina Proudmoore do like AoE somewhere like where that statue is or something? We want to pull the mobs into that as much as possible. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
I try to
correct.
gather them up there.
Okay. I mean, if you've got an interrupt, that can help get the shaman and other kinds of things, or
Absolutely.
When there's
Dralican can
Yeah.
grip the fire guys in and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I respect to have a second interrupt, but the problem is that when you guys see the skull, you need to DPS that skull, and what I need is for... Remember, when we get more than one shaman, we need somebody else on the other shaman interrupting.
Okay, are you gonna put skull on it?
And if you can do it,
Okay.
because
Alright.
there's a lot for me to pick up, because there's going to be guys running back here too, and there's a lot of ad management. But everybody else
Yep.
needs to make sure you DPS the skull, and I'll try to get one and manage it. I'm trying to think who's got totems. Yes, there's going to be chamois totems laying on the ground. Make sure you grab those. Guys get DPS too. I'm thinking here. We have 1, 2. So can I get Mithray? How did you pronounce that name? Calf. If you see a chamois other than the skull, I want you to DPS it and silence it, interrupt any of its killing
Yep.
spells, please.
No
Yep.
problem.
We're talking like after this will be probably about the third round. It'll be a second set. You start getting 2 or 3 around the second set of dragons that drop down.
Zeus had a suggestion in raid chat there. If Drow can, if you see a loose shaman casting on the outer edges, just do a quick death grip, get him on you. Jay will be able to peel him off you pretty quick.
Yeah, just kind of stack on top of me and pull them to me, and I'll hit them.
Well, cool, guys. Let's give this a shot.
Everybody have fun, please.
Make sure buffs are up. Flask might help on
Up.
my part.
Well,
I
I'm
didn't
having
use a
fun
flask
parts out,
on the
and I
last
don't have any more
fight.
room.
Who's my healer up in tower group again? I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
It's me!
How?
Hal. Alright, buddy.
It's your pal Hal.
Oh. Need to talk to that person.
Well done. Landing parties, form up. Footmen to the front.
The Dragon Maw are supporting the war chief.
What are you doing?
Is it Coco the monkey?
My scouts learned all about
Go Coco the monkey, huh?
Lord Zayla.
That's
Bring
right.
the Proto-Drake down, and the rest of the Dragon Maw.
Let loose the monkeys.
We're going to
What's
need
that
some
glowing
serious
arrow?
firepower.
What is that? Whose thing is that?
Commandeer those towers. Turn the anti-air batteries around and
gone
blast
now.
her from...
You're saying things. You've been hanging out with Gray. Told you not to eat. the
Whatever,
brownies.
bruh. Whatever, dude. Alright, get ready, guys. Here we go. Let's keep vent clear.
Here they come.
That spell is not ready yet.
I've conjured a
No shamans
blizzard.
in this first
Lead
group,
them
then.
into it.
Banner.
I cannot cast
Interrupt the Bone Crusher too when he's putting that on the
that
on the
spell
mobs.
is not ready yet. I cannot
Bone
cast
Crusher.
that. That spell is not ready yet. That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet. Still recharging. I cannot cast that. That spell is not ready yet. Still recharging. I cannot cast that is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet. I cannot cast
I've conjured a blizzard. Lead them into it.
that is still recharging. I cannot cast that yet. That spell is not ready yet. That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet.
Banner.
I cannot cast that yet.
Draw, could you pull one of those
That
flame
spell
slingers
is
in
not
here?
ready yet.
I've conjured a blizzard. Lead them into it.
I cannot cast that yet.
Okay, boss up, cross the snake thing. There's also a shaman.
Still recharging.
There's a stalker. I
That spell is not ready yet.
I'll get you Zeiss to come.
I am out of range. I cannot cast that. That spell is
Okay,
not
switch to
ready
the
yet.
tank, everybody. Demolish her,
I
right?
cannot cast
Yes, do the demolish.
that. That is still recharging.
Correct.
I cannot cast that. That is still recharging.
She's turning her siege weapons on her own towers.
That spell is
Okay,
not
let's
ready
roll
yet.
tower group.
That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet.
DPS is still on the ground. Go back on the snake.
That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet. I cannot cast that. That is still recharging. I cannot cast that. That spell is not ready yet.
We want to face those away if we can.
That spell is not ready yet. That is still recharging. I cannot cast that. That spell is not ready yet. That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet. I cannot cast that yet. That is still recharging.
Good job, DPS.
I cannot cast that yet.
Got it?
That spell is not ready yet.
Yeah, you should love that.
That is still.